Hello people, in this video let us look at non-healing corneal ulcer. So this is a corneal ulcer that does not heal. So why doesn't it heal? So mainly you have to know here one word, diabetes mellitus. Such causes will not allow the corneal ulcer to heal. So first let us look at how you will treat this. So how will you treat it? You treat the cause. Okay, so let us look at the treatment. So despite therapies that you give, okay, normal therapies you have already studied about corneal ulcer, isn't it? What are the treatments normally you give? You have specific treatment, that is if it is caused because of bacteria, you can give antibiotics, right? You can give antibiotics like cefazolin, tobramycin, right? Then what else are the treatments that you know for corneal ulcers? You can give cycloplegic drugs to relieve the pain, etc. Then normally what and all you give paracetamol, then ibuprofen, right, to relieve pain, decrease the edema, etc. You will tell the person to take a lot of vitamins to help the healing, etc. Then other things you will say the person to use hot fomentation, right, dark goggles, right. All these treatments you will give, they ask them to rest, okay, don't strain themselves a lot so that the corneal ulcer will heal. But after all this, if the corneal ulcer does not heal, then what do you do? So now it is a non-healing corneal ulcer. So what should we do in this case? So guys, let's move on to the treatment. So what will you do in this case? You will treat the cause, right? So what is the cause? So first you have to find the cause and treat the cause. So there are some causes like local causes and systemic causes. So look at the local causes, then you have the systemic causes. Systemic causes, remember diabetes mellitus, very important. Severe anemia, malnutrition if the person is malnourished, chronic debilitating diseases, and the patient is on steroids, then it's not allowing healing, right? So all these, can you say the systemic causes? So the chronic causes are like diabetes mellitus, malnourishment, then anemia, severe anemia. Then they said if the person is taking steroids, then what else? Chronic debilitating diseases, etc. So these are the systemic causes. Now let us look at the local causes. What are the local causes? So local causes, associated raised intraocular pressure, then concretions, misdirected cilia, impacted foreign body, there's some foreign body that you missed, so you have to look at that, right? Dacryocystitis if this person is having, that is inflammation of what? The lacrimal sac, right? Dacryocystitis. If there is inadequate therapy, they did not take complete therapy. If there was a wrong diagnosis, you don't know what the cause of the ulcer was. It could be, so many causes are there of the ulcer, right, of keratitis and the ulcer. It could be infective, it could be allergic or idiopathic, right? Then you have to look at that. Then lag ophthalmos. What will happen there? The person will have more exposure of the cornea, so it cannot heal maybe. Excessive vascularization of the ulcer. So cornea is a avascular structure, isn't it? So vascularization is bad. Okay, let's move on to the next treatment. Here, what and all you saw in local causes, can you summarize the local causes? Raised intraocular pressure, right? Then some foreign body is there in the eye. Then you missed what else? The cause itself is wrong. Then inadequate therapy, misdirected cilia, concretions, impacted foreign body, lag ophthalmos, excessive vascularization of ulcer. So the cause itself you have to first of all treat correctly. If it is not healing, first find out the cause. Then mechanical debridement of ulcer to remove necrosed material. So you'll have to remove the necrosed material. So you will do mechanical debridement. Okay. So you have to underline this one. Mechanical debridement is the word. Then remove the necrosed material by scraping floor of the ulcer with spatula under local anesthesia may hasten the healing. Okay, so they will give local anesthesia and scrape the floor of the ulcer. Then cauterization of the ulcer may also be considered in non-responding cases. So what and all they are talking about? Cauterization. So cauterization may be performed with pure carbolic acid or 10 to 20% trichloroacetic acid. Carbolic acid is nothing but phenol, isn't it? And what is cauterization? It is burning, right? It is, what are you burning here in cauterization? You're burning part of the body. You're removing some clothes off, you're removing or closing off a part of it. So you'll destroy some tissue to mitigate bleeding and damage. So the other option is what? Trichloroacetic acid. Have you heard this also, trichloroacetic acid? Look at the next cause here. Bandage soft contact lenses may help in healing. Okay, so you're trying to give it kind of a layer above the ulcer. So bandage soft contact lens, and lastly you have peritomy. What is peritomy? Severing of perilimbal conjunctival vessels. Okay, may be performed when excessive corneal vascularization is hindering healing. So where is the limbus, guys? So this is the limbus, right? So here you have the cornea. Here you have the cornea. What's happening? Here you have the cornea. I have to get adjusted to my new laptop. This is cornea, and here you have the conjunctiva, right? So the conjunctival vessels, the perilimbal conjunctival vessels, they are going to do peritomy, severing of the perilimbal conjunctival vessels. When will you do this? When the cornea has vascularization, which is hindering the healing, you will have to do peritomy of these vessels. What vessels? Conjunctival vessels. Where of the conjunctiva? The perilimbal, just around the limbus. Okay. So that's it about non-healing corneal ulcer, guys. Let's look at the, let's take a recap here. Non-healing corneal ulcer, basically you give a lot of type of treatments, but still the corneal ulcer doesn't heal. That can happen because if the causative, the cause is something that you did not identify in the beginning. So better to do all this identification and then only give treatment. So local cause, did you see if there's any foreign body? Did you see if there is any raised intraocular pressure? Did you see if there is any misdirected cilia, dacryocystitis, inadequate, all this, and did you do wrong diagnosis? Is there lag of thalamus, excessive vascularization of the ulcer, is it there? So what is the treatment if there is excessive vascularization of ulcer? Peritomy, right? Then systemic causes, this person having diabetes mellitus, so he cannot have healing, right? Anemia, malnutrition, if this person is on steroids, etc. So you will treat the cause. Then what else are the options? A mechanical debridement of the ulcer, you will remove the necrosed material by scraping the floor of the ulcer with a spatula. You will do this under local anesthesia, don't forget, and that may hasten the healing. Okay. Then mechanical debridement, there is a cauterization, burning of the ulcer. How will you do cauterization? With phenolic acid or trichloroacetic acid. Bandage, soft contact lens may help. Lastly, peritomy, that is severing of perilimbal conjunctival vessels. This is required only when there is excessive corneal vascularization that is hindering the healing. So that's all for now in this topic, that is non-healing corneal ulcer. Bye bye.